Imagine this. You're waiting in line for the next major release of a game that you're so absolutely hyped about. You've been waiting for this for so long, and you can't wait to go and buy it and play it, even though you might be a little sleep deprived. Now, I know. It hasn't been like that for quite a while. It's a bit of a nostalgia that some people might have watching this video. But the reason I brought it up is because for the most part, this is an experience that pretty much every gamer kind of has in some way, shape, or form. Maybe not waiting in line physically, but I bet you've been hyped to play a game and waited for its release, whether it was at midnight or at 2 a.m. or in the middle of the day, making something free so that you can actually be able to play the game right on its release. As a universal experience, I believe that we should all really enjoy gaming, shouldn't we? I mean, hell, it's entertainment. It's made to be enjoyed. So here begs the question, why the fuck is literally everyone such a whiny bitch? I mean, hell, you go around any corner when it comes to gaming news nowadays, and it's just wah wah wah, wah wah wah, crying, and more fucking crying. And I don't want to hear that shit. Most of it comes from people who genuinely don't even have a point. Let's look at, for instance, the latest issue people have had, Split Fiction. Yeah, that's a good game made by the same people who made It Takes Two and A Way Out, two wonderful games that I have played and loved very dearly. Did those games have issues? No one complained. Does Split Fiction have issues? Well, it doesn't have issues, but people still complain. Why? Because you have two female protagonists.
I have to play a girl, so I mean, I guess that this game's too woke. You're pushing your agenda and your politics on me, bro.
Agendas and politics have been in games since games have existed. Who would have fucking thought that when you played Call of Duty, a game about war, you're also talking about politics? Fucking baffles my mind that couldn't be, related at all. Now, I'm not on either side, or I try not to be on either side for the sake of my videos, as they're mostly entertainment, but I can believe that we're genuinely talking about just female protagonists being a bad thing. This was never the case 20 years ago. This was never the case before fucking 2-3 years ago, where people consistently complain about games, and most of all games that they have never either played or even, there's not even gameplay. Take a look at, for instance, Fable. Fable is known to have its custom characters. You can, play as a male or a female, create your character as ugly or as pretty as you want them to be. And yet, in the latest trailer, what do? They use a female character that a lot of people would call ugly. I'm not gonna lie, they're not that wrong in that perspective. But then all of a sudden, Joe over there thinks that it's all about this political agenda that they have to push. They have to be extremely woke and this and that and blah, 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 blah. I don't want to fucking hear it, bro. I really do not care. If the game is good, let us just play it and enjoy it, because God forbid that's the real issue here. Now, I talked about Split Fiction because that's kind of the latest issue that we have right now. The developers there are really known, and they know how to make a good game, and so we already knew, like people who enjoyed their previous games knew how good their game would be and how fun it would be, and it has overwhelmingly positive reviews. But there's still like a big issue, because they just go fuck you, right? They just don't care that people give these kind of comments. I think there's even a YouTube video about that. But what if you're a smaller studio, or hell, an indie studio, or just like one person, and you get that type of hatred thrown towards you for making a single design choice in your game? It might incentivize you to do like lesser work, or hell, stop working on a passion project that would have been extremely fun to play and extremely fun to experience, simply because people get to you. And the reason this video just exists in the first place is just because I'm kind of tired of all this complaining. I think back in the day, all we could really talk about as nerds that we are is just how fun a certain game would be, or hell, I'm more a fan of this game, or I'm more a fan of this game. But there was this sort of respect, and there was this sort of just do your own thing and have your fun, and we can all enjoy our own thing. But then the moment anything else jumps into place, like God forbid, the other sex, then all of a sudden it's too much and we can't have that in our games anymore. And I think that is one of few issues that these people handle. I mean, take a look at the fucking list of woke bullshit in games. A guy genuinely made this, like genuinely called certain games woke for the most stupid stuff out there. As I said, I'm not on either side right now on in the sake of entertainment on my videos. But I do believe that there is, of course, always an agenda, and there are games that are woke. I mean, hell, I made a video about Dustborn a couple of months back. You should check that out. I do believe that on either side of the spectrum, there is something of an agenda, and that's always going to be the case. That's never going to change. But the good games, the really good games, like Split Fiction, for instance, don't push an agenda necessarily. They just show you an experience. They give you an experience, rather, and they want you to enjoy it. And that is as simple as it can be. So if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video right here, it's simply just enjoy gaming. Stop complaining about all this different stuff that is in this game or that's going on. Just enjoy gaming. God forbid we might not actually be able to do that in the future with how bad certain game studios might get. So just enjoy it while you can, and let's just all shut the fuck up about all this bullshit. Because at the end of the day, we're all just a bunch of nerds with a hobby. Now, I've been away for about 3 weeks, haven't uploaded, and I apologize for that for anyone who was following me. There are a lot of videos out there on my channel, and if this is the first one you've seen of me, then I suggest you check out my channel and help, maybe even subscribe, so that you can find out more videos that I talk about, a bunch of gaming commentary, indie games that I talk about, or stuff like this, where something bothers me in the gaming sector, and I talk about it. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope to see you in the next one, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.